Welcome back, fellow lords of gaming, and we are jumping back into another episode of the good, the bad, and the ugly. This one's probably going to get real ugly because I think it's one of the primary game modes in which they are funneling traffic for day-to-day play use, and unfortunately the latest update that they did made it pretty bad and pretty ugly. And what I mean by that is Chains of the Abyss is the new event that they have inside here. But the intent behind changing the reward count to 5 in order to facilitate players not necessarily spending as much time inside of Blitz has done a due hindrance to Blitz, because at this point, the ugly is I have absolutely no reason as a player to participate in any of the blitzes below level 105. There's absolutely no reason for me to participate in those blitzes. Meanwhile, there are rewards locked behind those blitzes because a lot of the collections and things like that you have inside the game. So if you go to like records and you go to the collections and you start looking at some of like the battle badges and things like those things are acquired through participation in like level 20 blitz, level 30 blitz, and so forth like that. Those are the primary means to get those. Well, you're basically asking players to eschew going into the higher level in order to come into these lower levels for what seems like very meager rewards, especially at the point when they would get to, because 800 XP at this squad rank XP at this point, when you're a player that's sitting at 150 plus or whatever, and you're able to do 105 blitz, very little in terms of rewards. Here goes the worst part about it though. Instituting this new blitz mode, when they did this at 105, basically you were looking at the barrel of these new battle badges. That's what you essentially wanted, was these new improved battle badges that were increasing the overall attack power and then giving this new improved rate that was going to make one character in the game who was already pretty decent and strong even stronger. Spider-Man, if you don't know who I'm talking about, and Black Widow as well by extension, because these battle badges right here, unfortunately, however, never seem to drop. I have played and done more than 100 plus blitzes. I've even spent crystals on replaying Blitz, and I have yet to see a 6-star badge drop from these. This is even after when they said they were going to improve the drop rates from, of 3 to 4 star blitzes and of 3 to 4 star battle badges being dropped, and instead improve them to 5 and 6 battle badges. Well, so far inside the entirety of this, we haven't seen those. And players by and large don't seem to be seeing them in any way, shape, or form. So it represents a really big problem, because the problem with Blitz is that at the end of the day, you want this to be a primary vehicle for most players to engage and improve their characters on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't mean that a 6-star battle badge has to drop every day, but there should be no reason why I play Blitz every day for 5 missions a day and literally for over 100 of those and not see one 6-star battle badge. Like, we're not seeing a single 6-star battle badge. I'm talking about more than 100 playthroughs of Blitz, and we're still not seeing a single 6-star battle badge and all of that. It just ends up looking really weird, because you start to question why these battle badges not dropping. Even more so is that you end up pushing out a event where the battle badge that comes in there, the attack values, base value, are higher than the other ones. So if you don't need the dodge rate, then you can simply skip those blitz badges, because now you're just basically looking for the dark zone battle badges that are going to be better than the blitz reward. This is a bit of a problem. I think the battle badge system in the game itself is partially the problem, right? Meaning that the way the implementation of battle badges are and what you're obtaining from various mission rewards don't seem to align at all to what you're playing. This isn't necessarily a RNG portion of the game where it's like the RNG is one layer deep, right? Meaning that, and what I mean by that is that a lot of the things in this game are RNG where they're 2-3 layers deep. In this regard, the RNG is pretty much one layer deep. I get a battle badge from completing this, and I hope that it has really good stats and cores on it so that way I can then equip those. The problem is that the battle badges don't drop even often enough for that to take a place, meaning that at this point you're just basically playing for the rewards that are given. Are the rewards that are given good? Yes, I will say this 100%, the rewards given are good, meaning that at the end of the day, if you play those 5 missions inside here at level 5, level 105 Dormammu mission, the rewards that they give you overall is like 300,000 gold, and then like, you know, enough, basically all of the rewards that you would have accumulated in a sense from doing all 9 of the previous blitzes are accounted for in here. They are. They legitimately are, you know, especially time versus, you know, effort to get those rewards as compared to where they were before. But the question is, what are you looking for? I didn't come to play Blitz in order to just to get gold. At that point, you might as well just give me gold, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit of weird enticement there that, you know, you're not fulfilling the meat of what Blitz is, because getting a 5-star battle badge, and here goes the problem, getting a 5-star battle badge inside this game that essentially says it only has 1 core and subpar stats, and you see those, you know, majoritarily, then it's not really keeping you enthused about getting a 6-star battle badge from the mode. And that's just the truth of the matter. Then you get to the crux of the problem, is the game mode fun? Well, most players are able to auto play this mission. So, you know, like the mission isn't as difficult as it was per se to play the mission in game where the mission is stripped from, because in a sense, that's all Blitz is. So here we are, and you can see that it's my first run and I got a 2-star the arcane power 2, so I got a 5. That means for me, most likely I won't get another badge inside this whole entire game. I won't. It's most likely that I won't. So you're looking down the barrel at like, well, okay, how much fun is this game mode? Do I want to continue to play it? Because right now, even looking at that 5-star core badge, most of those 5-star badges, like I said, are dropping with 1 core, and the core is suboptimal in terms of what I need in order to level up the character. They really need to take a look at returning Blitz to the mode that it was before, and allowing players to be able to decide if they want to run through all of those missions. Because you've invalidated content that you created, which makes no sense. Now, granted, if anybody's smart enough to know or understand, it wasn't very difficult for them to create blitzes, because every blitz instance is literally just that. It's a instance from the story that they had already created and torn from there and then put into another game mode. Meaning this exact same procedure right here that you're following is an instance inside of the actual story mode of the game. There's not much effort that they had to put in order to institute any new blitz. It's very easy if they expand the story at that point to expand the blitzes, because they're just taking the main instance of those events and putting them inside the game. That's it. But the problem is I'm not seeing the fruitfulness of the event, because we're basically at 105 power and we're wanting those 110 battle badges to drop, and they're not. So what reason does player have to play this mode? Like I said, the good is that the rewards for just daily playing, because at this point, you know, once you reach this level, you can definitely have 105 at, you know, to auto play this mode fairly simply. That's as long as you don't get any of the bugs related to targeting of Dormammu at the end, where your character's just standing there not targeting him. The bad is definitely the drop rates are atrocious, and they need to be improved. I don't know why they keep hiding these drop rates behind, you know, these systems, or hiding these rewards behind these drop rates. The point of the game, especially on a mobile platform, you would be to assume is that, yes, I want a slow grind for characters to build up, and I definitely want a gate so that way I can get players to feel like they need to invest money, but not such a gate where I can play 100-something missions and never see a single fucking reward that's optimal to me benefiting my character. It just becomes one of those things where it's like, well, now I've logged in and put in the 30 minutes worth of effort and I didn't get that. I let my phone battery drain for no reason whatsoever. The ugliness of it is still just that, is that now you've invalidated every other blitz inside of this game. The improvement that needs to be made inside this mode literally needs that Netmarble, the monster that they are, needs to look at the drop rate system inside this game, and that's across the board. It's not even just limited to blitz. They need to take a look at this system overall and say that it needs to be improved. The drop rates, bottom line, the draw rates, the drop rates, they all need to be improved, so that way the game feels rewarding to players. If the game feels rewarding, people will spend money. I think that was proven inside games like Marvel Future Fight and Seven Deadly Sins when they did it for the brief amount of time that they did, but then they went right back to just being, you know, greedy freaking shills that they were. So it's one of those things. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you enthused every day to jump inside? Like, at this point, I probably wouldn't jump inside the lower level blitzes because I wouldn't necessarily have a reason to, because I'm like, it's not going to drop the rewards that I need to complete the collections in the first place, because they drop so infrequently. So what do you guys think? Are you happy with the state of Blitz, or are you looking for this improvement to be made? Because you can see the bugs that are happening right now. I literally 100% have to control my character, otherwise he would just sit underneath Dormammu's chin. So I don't know, guys. Right now, the state of Blitz is not it's not a state in which I feel great about the game mode's future. It's definitely one of the primary game modes that should be there, but the rewards just aren't worth it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This has been the good, the bad, and the ugly, and until next time, look at them 3 or 4 star rewards. Jesus Christ. I knew they were coming once that 5-star battle badge came. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace.